Hi there, I'm themystichierophant. Have you watched yet another tarot oracle reading on your twin flame sacred partner relationship and still are not in union? Well, stay tuned. Find out why. So you've been watching twin flame videos, soulmate, spiritual partner, whatever you want to call it. It's been months, weeks, months, years for some. I've experienced the years. Yet you're still not in union with your partner. Why is that? Are you attached? And this is hard for you to hear or listen to, and I don't want anybody to feel like they're being attacked at all. But I just want you to realize and acknowledge that, one, your feelings are legitimate towards this specific person. Yet, you're still not in union with them, no matter how many videos you listen to on twin flame readings, spiritual partner readings. You're still not in union. It's been weeks, months, time has gone by, they've been in and out. I've experienced the crossing of my twin flame partner while they're with their significant other while I was on the street. There was no confrontation or anything. She didn't even see me, but that happened. And I thought this was is this a joke? A cosmic joke? But this is something I've experienced, and many of you have experienced things like that where your significant other, what you feel is your sacred partner is with someone else. Hopefully you're not trying to just wedge in there and break things up. Let those things happen naturally, however it's going to happen. But you've encountered this kind of dip in, dip out, brushing of the paths, communication that is brief, or you've encountered them, but you don't really talk about much. You're just kind of on the surface. Whatever it may be, you're not in union. Okay, no matter how many videos on twin flame oracle readings you read, you here are still not together with them. Okay, we talk about attachment. What does that mean, attachment? Obviously, there's the theory of we're all one collective consciousness, one mind, the infinite mind. So again, we're all connected, but there is an attachment in a sense of obsession, a sense of not letting go, bondage in a sense, emotional bondage. Now, for me, I had to realize that no matter how many videos I watched, things weren't happening. I do believe what the readers were saying, if I resonated with them, was vital information. And in a higher sense, yes, things are happening behind the scenes. We don't know everything. We may feel like our significant other isn't thinking about us, when at that very moment they could be actually looking at our page on social media, or even thinking about contacting us. But for whatever reason, they don't. And this is the issue. This is not our time or chance to figure out what they're thinking, what's going on with them. Even though I've succumbed to it. I'm telling you this from personal experience, not something that I've never experienced before. I've experienced all this. Some of you may be getting waves of emotions, of frustration, of anger, sexual desire that could be coming from your spiritual partner as well, and vice versa. But for whatever reason, you're still not together, okay? And I want to bring up the issue that there is an attachment issue there, as in you are yearning for them, but yet there is a fear of letting them go. There's a fear of you being alone, you feeling lost. There's a fear there of solitude, solitude in the empty sense, and this is all challenging that. Your twin flame, we talk about mirroring. I've talked about that before in other videos. But what's happening is actually on a higher sense. You guys are attracted to one another for many reasons, soul reasons. But this is also the perfect partner for you to also ascend on your own soul journey here. They are challenging you in ways that are probably not really conscious to them, but on a higher consciousness, maybe you here can sense that. You can sense the signals from them on their higher vibrations, songs, symbols, and maybe at this point in time too, you're tired of that. You're like, I've heard all this before. I've seen these signals, these songs, but yet where's the physical evidence? And this is where I want to approach that you need to let go. And this is hard for people to hear, for me to say, for me to even hear a lot of times, is you have to let it go. You have to let it go. You have to let her go. You have to let him go. And if I said let go and you feel this kind of shattering in you, that's good, okay? Because this is all about that aspect, that layer of your ego being killed off, okay? It needs to be shed. And I'm not going to down the ego. We need a part of it here on Earth to survive basic things. But this ego has been intensified because of different ideas and things from this life and even past lives. But even there's enough in this life already that creates this enormous entity, okay? So it's good if you shudder, if something hurts within you when you hear that. You need to let go. This is what it's about. It's about killing that off. That aspect, whatever it is, that very subtle aspect that makes you shake and quiver and feel emptiness inside you, feel fear when you hear the word let go or move on, move through it. It's good. It's shaking you. It's that aspect is getting rattled right now. It's holding on to your true highest self that's so liberated that we can't feel right now. And we are all working through that. I have not yet felt that, but I can sense it. Because I quiver when I would hear let go. I quivered. And it's important that we feel that. Because that aspect must be killed off. It must be shed. It must dissipate and dissolve. Because it's had a hold on us for too long. And it's hindering us in the most subtle ways. It's really effective in the subconscious minds. Especially those of you who are encountering other people who can really help you out, who are really interested in you, that may not be your twin flame or soulmate partner. Maybe you don't have to date them, but maybe you can go out with them, learn something from them, experience them in whatever way that's right for you. Could just be going to yoga, could be going to a party, could be just listening to them. You could be helping them out. But this is happening for you if you're encountering these, or if you're encountering that mental plane of thinking of like, maybe, you're just really hitting a wall of listening to these tarot videos, oracle videos, and I do tarot myself. I'm not knocking them at all. But at a certain point, you are getting frustrated with the fact that you are not in union. No matter how many times you listen to these videos, they're coming, and that's true too. Yes, they're coming. You don't know when. You don't know how. And this is all the challenge for you to overcome and rise above, okay? You have to release the attachment. You have to release, and don't try to force it, because your heart, your spirit knows when it's going to be true and when it's not. But you need to take the steps to say, all right, even though you don't feel like you're releasing attachment, just keep saying it to yourself. Just say, I'm going to do me today. I'm going to do me today. I'm going to do me today. And it's going to come and go in waves. Today you'll be strong. Tomorrow, you won't feel your strongest. You'll be, wavering. That's okay. Keep going. But those of you who are here right now, I feel like this message is for you because I've experienced this myself. You must let go and release the attachment. Because what happens is you get angry at them. You start to resent them. Maybe you even start to hate them. And that's not good at all. And you don't really mean it. I don't really even feel like there's hate. There is that hate word. There is that action of hate as well. But really, it's the rejection of the love. And so when you hit this maximum of love that you can give, which, we're all working through conditional love. But when you get to that maximum point of this human love that you can give, and you're not receiving that from them. You're not getting the phone call. You're not getting the signs. You're not getting the physical contact with them. It starts to retract into taking everything away and saying, you know what, I resent you. I, dare say the H word, hate you. I don't think you really mean that. And if you said that, don't give yourself a hard time. Forgive yourself. You don't mean that. Okay, I've been through all possible levels of this. of feelings and emotions, frustration. Why is this not happening right now? I had to realize that there is an attachment issue there, in the unhealthiest sense, which is me holding on and not wanting to let go because maybe I don't trust that things are going to work out. Not that things are going to work out and eventually come back to me, but things are going to work out for the highest good of myself and everyone involved. I have to be that strong in my faith to know that I've done my best, you've done your best, you've reached out, you've communicated. Now I must let go. Whether it comes back to me or not, things are going to work out for the highest good of myself and for all involved because I've done all I can. At the end of the day, as long as you're pleased with, I've done all I can, then you have to let the rest go, because everything else is not for you to control. It's not for you to put your grip on. You here on this path, you going through the experiences you've gone through, some of the emotional, deep emotional obstacles you persevered, you faced, you persevered, and you're still persevering through, have come along for you to really rise above and to also help others to realize that they are co-creating. They have to have faith. They have to have trust. A lot of things are not for you to control. It's for you to surrender to. And we also have that issue with surrendering. So that's why we, in the base sense, in the most practical physical sense, earth plane sense, we attach. We get attached. I know we talked about attach a lot. That's overused. But in this sense, in this relationship sense, it is an emotional attachment that we have based on the fear that we're not going to get what we deserve. We're not going to get what we want. And a lot of that is facing the reality that a lot of this is not up to us. It's up to that the spiritual aspect within ourselves that's acting throughout our everyday lives, our soul connections. We have to rely on that aspect as well. We have to really have faith in the co-creation. The exhaustion comes, the attachment comes when we feel like we have to do everything ourselves. So a lot of this, what you're experiencing, maybe you on the twin flame path, the sacred partner path, have encountered somebody else who is really nice, is really generous, is really inviting to you. It doesn't matter what it is now. You don't need to identify what it is now, but they are maybe here to help you open up, get to know this other person, release the attachment. Release the attachment to this other person that you feel like you're supposed to be with. And I'm not negating that at all. Go along with what you feel. But this is another part of your journey that you must experience. So the reason why you're not experiencing that twin flame union right now, one of the reasons could be is the attachment issue you have. Why experience this feeling that I have for this person, if there's just going to be this attachment issue I have to overcome? It seems like a bad joke, right? It seems like, I seemed like I was fine before I met this person. Then I had this intense energy connection with them. And of course now I have some attachment issue with them because I really feel like I'm supposed to be with them. I'm not going to say there's games here, but there are levels here. Very analogous to the game. Each level gets more intricate. Each level gets more difficult in a sense. More intimate. And we must conquer them to level up, to ascend. So the issue with the attachment was already there before you met this partner. It was already there. I talked about the subconscious aspect really guiding you. It's tricky. The subconscious aspect is tricky because it is a memory bank for a lot of your past experiences, not just in past lives. You have enough in this present life. Projections that other people placed on you, experiences you observed via your family, friends, some of those negative vibrations that were emitted soak into that subconscious. Maybe not the first time, but if you hear it more, subliminal messaging, you see, seeps in. It seeps in. That's why it's subliminal. It's under. Okay, and based on astrological shifts, like Neptune, the underworld, you know, that's when those subconscious aspects really kind of come up. Especially in Venus retrograde right now, really, especially our relationships, really asked to go in. If you're really paying attention, if you're really sensitive to the energies, you'll respond to this. So if you're feeling these things, it's a good sign. It's a good omen. Nothing's wrong with you. Don't rely too much on other people. You know, they may not get it. You know, they may look at you and say, "What are you talking about?" Okay, so keep it to yourselves, or share it with trusted people. Okay, to your trusted sources. Your spiritual team, your meditation, your contemplation, or within yourself, your intuition. So that's it. You know, really think about the attachment. I know it's kind of a scaly word. It's also overused as well, but I really want to reiterate. I've experienced this myself. I'm not telling you this as some outer person who has just observed this and is just telling you now. I've experienced this myself. I'm still experiencing it and overcoming it. Okay, where are you? Let's not even use attached. Let's say, where are you severely connected to this person? So connected that it's hard for you to release yourself from. Okay, is it the fact that you're meant to be with this person, so you must stay with this person? And if we really look at that, if you're really meant to be with this person, no matter what you do, it's going to happen anyways, okay? So do whatever it is that you need to do that you really feel like you should be doing. And if it's for you to be in solitude right now, not date anyone or not just hang out with anyone, do that. If you're meeting new people, if you want to hang out with them more, do that, okay? Okay, and it's going to be a challenge, okay? You may waver. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? It doesn't happen like that. Make the effort anyways. It doesn't matter if your release from these attachments, the severe connection, is not perfect. Keep doing it anyways. Keep practicing the release, release, release. Whenever you're focused on that other person, bring it into you. Concentrate on you. I know 10 of Cups Ministry, she has a great channel. She brought this up. That psychic energy that you have, they're connected to you, okay? So you need to release that. They can feel that. Not themselves, their higher selves can feel that. But it's only going to work when you're honest, okay? And it takes some time for you to eventually release the worry, release the focus on them, focus on yourselves, be brave enough. Even you just being brave enough to take this action is a step closer for you to release the connection, that severe connection, the fearful connection and attachment that you have, okay? So this, I hope this is a message of encouragement. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I really feel like this is something that a lot of you here need to hear. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, please give me the thumbs up or subscribe. Also share. If you have any comments on this video, on the topic, please feel free to add anything, any experiences, any stories. All right, thanks a lot for listening. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon. Go in peace.